As per our previous video, I have explained you that in the next video we are going to having a project using jQuery. Okay, so in this project we are going to create a code editor that will be just very similar to the code editor used by JSPin. If you see, you can see this at jsbn.com. You can find a code editor over there like this way. If you write anything over there, it will be outputted at this site, and you can change its CSS over here. So if I make it color say black, the output will become black, and if I write over there as color white, so this is take effect in the, this is having the four over there. Window is divided into, look at this, we have divided window over there. Like we can code here HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you see over there. Then it is further divided into console, and here it is output. So if you, this is just like a toggle button. If I click on the HTML, it will disappear. If I again click over there, it will again appear over there. If I click on the CSS, it will disappear. If I can click on this, it appear. So similarly over there. So if I wanted to write the code in HTML and I wanted to see that in output, then I have to select CSS and output over there, sorry, HTML and output over there. So whatever we will write over here, that will, the output will be seen over there. So similarly, if we click it again, appear over there as CSS. If we again click over there, it disappears. So how we can do that in our own project? So in this regard, I have created my own editor. So I have given it name as code editor, and here I have removed the concept of console over there. If you see over there, this is something like this way, like this way. Okay, so how we can do this, that we will do in this project. So first of all, this, I have divided this project into two videos. Okay, in first video we will take care of this designing of this upper portion, that will this, what we can say, the header part over there. Okay, rest that is body part, that we will take in the next video. We will make two consecutive video for this. So how we can do this, we have to start over here. So this is a jQuery file. For right now I'm just removing this. Okay, so for this I have to go to file, then select new file over here, and I have to save this file first. So the file type is HTML, and here I have to give the name to this. Say I'm just giving it name as code editor. Okay, save it. So here we go, writing this. First we have to use HTML, sorry, doc type declaration, that we done. Then we will go with HTML, then HTML, then we have to write its head. Within the head we have to write the title, and title we give code editor. Project say jQuery, because we mostly do some work in jQuery over here. Okay, so then we have to write its body part. So first we have to design this upper portion. Here we have to design. So for a moment of time I'm just taking this. I'm just okay, I'm just removing this here. I'm just taking base as to this. So here we have to design this upper portion over there before that to say. So in this regard, first we will go body, then here we have to write dip, and to this div I will give id as say header. Okay, so within this div I will have to take this two part, this is there and this is there. I'm just taking this as a simple logo, and this as some 4 toggle buttons over there. So first I have to take another div for the logo. So here I take another div, and to this I'm giving the id, say id logo, and here I write code data. Here we have done mistake, id, and here we have to give the id as header. Then we need to have 4 buttons over there. So for this I'm taking another div, and to this div I'm giving another id, that is I give it as button container. And within this I have to we use button 4 buttons. So for this I'm taking another div, and to this div I give a class. Say I'm just giving the class as say toggle button, because this button will act as like toggle. And to this I will give an id, say HTML, and here the first option is HTML. So here we copy this again, Control C, here we go Control paste. Then this is for CSS JavaScript, and this is for output. Okay, so rest will the same. Here I will write it as CSS as ID, and here I have option as CSS. And then here in my case its ID is JavaScript, and here I have to write it as JavaScript, and here I have to give its ID as say output, and here I will say it as output. Okay, so here we go, save this, and we have to open this file from here. So the name I have given to this as code editor. So just double click on this. Here it is. Now here it looked like this way. Okay, we have got the logo over there, then HTML, then CSS, then JavaScript, then output. So how to make it look like this, that we can do with the help of CSS. So here we go, starting with our CSS. Here in the title we have to type style, type here as text or CSS. Then first of all I will write CSS for body. And the body, I will first of all give select font family. So font family I will select over there. So in my case I would prefer using Bardana. So I have selected this font family over there, and here I have to now, if we see at this, there is no padding over there and there is no margin over there. So here we have to specify padding 0, pixel. Then here we have to set the margin, it's a 0 or auto. Okay, it's done over there. So see the changes. Here we save the changes. Here we go, refresh it. Yeah, looks different. So the font is changed, updated over there. Now we have to write for its header. Header is our ID, this ID. So in our header, if we see over there, we need to have background color of this. So what is the code of this background color? We can say get the code from here. Code. Yeah. You see, this is the code over there. So here it is the code. So here we go with this. Say first we have to go with background color, and that is equal to hash e. Yeah, that is there. And its width, if we see over the width of this, if we maximize this is taking full area of your window. So here we go with width equal to 100%. Sorry, width equal to 100%. Here we need some, so save it, and here we go see the, yeah, we need to have some space over there. So here we'll set the padding here. Say I am looking for padding around 5 pixel. Save it. Yeah, 5 pixel is sufficient for us. And then we need to set the height of this. Height, before height to set, I have to height is set. So I have to set its height around this much height for this. So for this I will write height is around say 20 pixel. Let's save it. Here we go, refresh it. I think 20 pixel is somewhat smaller, so let's make it around 30 pixel. Okay, here we go, look at this and refresh it. I think it's sufficient for a moment. I think it's sufficient for a moment. So Now we have to arrange these button, okay, over here. So I will use I have to write this ID over here, that is hash button container, and here we will write set the width for this. Say I'm taking it around 200 pixel for this, and to the margin I would like to set it as either 0 or auto. Okay, yeah, I think width we have to increase some, but so I'm just making it around 250 pixels. Save it. Okay, it's turning there. Now we have done another class over there, that is toggle button class. So we also have to write this class for this. So dot toggle button. Here in our case we want them to float left. Float left. Okay, here we go. Save this. You might encounter some. Yeah, there is spelling mistake over there. Toggle button. Save it. Just simply take it from here. Control C in order to avoid any spelling mistake. Control V. Yeah. Save it. Yeah, it's done. Now they are done over there. So we just wanted to make them feel of button, look like this button. So in order to do that, what we will have to do, we have to give them border. Say border, say it's around 1 pixel, and solid, and to color I will give gray. Save it. Yeah, it's done over there. So with this I'm also, they are very, if see HTML over CSS, they are very close to the borderline, so we need to have padding for this. So I'm just giving padding of say around 6 pixel. I think it will be sufficient. Here we go. Yeah, it's sufficient for right now. So here we have to increase its size. So I'm just taking 300 pixels. Yeah, it looks somewhat closer to this. Then if you see the border at this point it's double border. So here we just wanted to remove the border. So border right, none. Here we go, save this. Yeah, now if you see the border is single line is removed from here, but the problem is coming over there, the border from the output right is also removed. So we can correct it in the later stage, nothing to worry about it. So this is done. I just want to reduce its font size also. So here I will go with font size. See, I'm just making them 80% of the rest. Save it. Yeah, I think it's sufficient for me. It looks sufficient for us. Yeah, it looks sufficient. Now if we see over here, we see some rounder border over here at this side and rounder border at this side. So how we can do this? For this we have to take the id html and here we'll write border top left top left radius, and we will set it around 4 pixel, and here we take border bottom left radius again 4 pixel. Here we go, save this, and see that, yeah, it's done. Similarly we have to do it for the output, right? So here we take the id output, here we have to set border right 1 pixel solid and gray. Yeah, the border line is applied over there. And then to this we have to set curve over there, roundness over there. So for this I will use border top right right radius, top right radius, it's also set to be as 4 pixel, and similarly just copy this, sorry, here we go, paste it, and here in this case I need bottom. Okay, save it. Yeah, it's done. It's done over there. Yeah, it's pretty good, looks good. And also we will set over there as margin top, say 0 pixel. So it's nothing to do with there. It's almost look similar to us over here. So one more thing need to be added over here. We just have to design for the logo. Now we just wanted to bring some changes to the logo over here. So for here I will use hash logo, and to this what I have to do, I just wanted to make it float left, and I just wanted to make it bold. So here I will set it font weight, say bold, and this I'm just wanted to give uh, font size. It's more than the rest of the font size, so I'm just making them as around 120%. Then I have to set padding for this. How much padding is required? Let's see. Save this, refresh it. Yeah, it's look beautiful. Okay. So now we have to set padding for this. So here I will go with padding. So, let's take it around 3 pixel and 5 pixels. Yeah, it's look beautiful now. It looks beautiful now. So this is almost we have done with the upper over there. So if we see at this and we see over there, it looks very similar over there. Now if you see over here, there is coming as the hover effect to this. Okay, so we will not use CSS for the hover effect. For this we will use jQuery. Okay, we will use jQuery to use this hover effect over here. So how we can do, we will do that in the next video. Till then, see you later in the next video. That's all for now. Thank you.